Hello and welcome to Doing More. I'm Erica Cardenas. Today we're here at the Si Se Puede Foundation STEM Center celebrating National Hispanic Heritage Month with a STEM robotic twist. National Hispanic Heritage Month is celebrated nationwide during September 15th through October 15th in honor of all the history and contributions made by Hispanic Latino American champions whose ancestors came from Spain and Latin countries. It's an inspiring time to learn about the achievements, contributions, and success stories achieved by notable Hispanic Americans. Plus, it's a time to learn about the variety of Latino culture, traditions, food, and music that has a global influence every day. Just like the amazing contributions made by the Si Se Puede Foundation STEM Center, whose mission is to develop a proficient interest and creative environment for students through science, technology, engineering, and math. Let's take a look.
The mission of the Si Se Puede Center is to bridge the STEM divide that exists in our underserved populations to better prepare the community for the 21st century skills. The Si Se Puede Foundation started about 30 years ago, and it was started because it wanted to show to a group of kids and youngsters in the community that they can be a part of society and be productive. And so Si Se Puede means yes, we can. And so it was started to engage the kids to make them empowered and feel like they can do something. Charter schools that don't have facilities to have a robotics program like this can send their kids here. Comprehensive high schools, homeschool kids can come here. So it's basically to reach those kids that don't have access to this technology and this education at their schools or any other place. We don't charge a penny, so there's no membership fee, there's no registration fee, nothing. It's all covered by the sponsors that we get to sponsor the foundation.
So at Si Se Puede, we have multiple programs targeted for different age groups. So we, at the top, we start off with a all-women collegiate team called Desert Wave. And the women there are from ASU, and they participate in the underwater robotics competition. The next level down is a high school robotics team. It's called FRC. And we have a team here called Degrees of Freedom, and that's open to high school students. And then we have two First Tech Challenge, FTC teams, that are open to junior high and early high school students. So we have a team called the Geese of Freedom and Binary Bots. So those are the four main robotics programs that we offer.
We get to learn all these CAD abilities, which is 3D modeling. We also learn how industries work, where we work together as a team in the flow of it. We learn the engineering design process, and then we learn how to use and manufacture using the different tools, such as like the laser cutter and the CNC.
Now, after college, after getting my major on mechanical engineering, I want to work with a team. I want to work with like persons that they want to build things to get everyone on the society have a better life. My experience in Mexico, there's a lot of things that we can improve, and I really want to like give people that helped me a favor back.
When I came in, I wasn't who I am today. We're with my friends. I want to help teach the younger kids. Being able to do that helps me see my own growth and where I was at the beginning, and now I can help teach them how to use the different machines. And I helped assemble that robot, and I helped assemble the new one that we're working on.
Three-dimensional learning experience is important, and the three dimensions being the physical, the social relevance and connectivity, and of course, the content. When you can involve all those three things in a STEM environment, regardless of what group you come from, you become really successful.
Si Se Puede, yes you can.
Si Se Puede, yes you can.
Si Se Puede, yes you can.
We are born out free mind to freedom.
As the Si Se Puede Foundation STEM Center aims to provide STEM opportunities to the underserved populations, they're in need of your support to sustain its mission. There are many ways the community can support, either through becoming a mentor or through your generous donations. For more information on how to become a mentor or contributor, visit their website at sisepuedefoundation.org. What a great way of serving our communities through STEM. I'll be right back with Doing More after this. Welcome back to Doing More. We're celebrating National Hispanic Heritage Month here at the Si Se Puede Foundation STEM Center, an organization that's serving as a bridge in developing a new generation of active STEM students. The Si Se Puede Foundation STEM Center is a place where the four fields of STEM are shared, which is an emphasis on innovation, problem solving, and critical thinking. Take a look at how Shelter to Soldier and the Barnes Firm are saving lives 2 at a time between combat veterans and rescue dogs.
Shelter to
Soldier, our mission is kind of summed up by our mission statement, saving lives 2 at a time. What we do is rescue dogs from local shelters and animal rescues and train them as psychiatric service animals for veterans with PTSD, traumatic brain injury, or other mental health diagnoses. Barney, under. Barney's journey is like a lot of our other dogs' journeys. We really believe in organically matching our dogs. They usually are with us for 12 to 18 months of training in total. 6 to 9 months of that is weekly sessions with their veteran once they're matched, so that we can hand over all of the proper training to their veteran in order to make them successful handlers.
At Shelter to Soldier, being a private nonprofit, we rely on the community. Thankfully, we have sponsors like the Barnes firm that get behind us.
We are all dog lovers here at the Barnes firm. My late brother Steve, who was the founder of the Barnes firm, in addition to being a lawyer, he was a retired major from the United States Marine Corps. And the concerns and needs of his fellow veterans were very near and dear to his heart. This program seemed to be the perfect vehicle for our firm to continue assisting those veterans in need. Steve began that, and we are proud to continue it today.
Without the support of groups like the Barnes firm, we could not do what we do every day, and we're so thankful for their support. They have actually sponsored 3 dogs for our mission, Barney being one of them, and he gets basically everything sponsored by them. Go boys, ready? His food, his training, his boarding, his equipment, his cute little booties, everything that he needs is because of the Barnes firm, their sponsorship. Thank you. Sit.
We like to have multiple trainers so that we can have the dog be with different types of handlers and also listen to those handlers when needed. Stand, brace. Ugh. Good boy, thank you. So I will be facilitating all the training between the dog and the veteran. I am their primary trainer. Good boy. Everything we need to do in order to get them to graduation.
He is now in our matching phase of our program. He is meeting eligible veterans in what we call speed dating.
How's it going?
So we have just recently approved 5 new veterans to see if he is the perfect match for them.
Good boy.
So he finally found his match, and he has been working 6 to 9 months with his veteran, and they're getting ready towards graduation right now.
With the power of us.
I would strongly and heartily recommend that the business community take a look at Shelter to Soldier, and by all means get involved in participating in this truly wonderful program.
The Shelter to Soldier's mission is to train great dogs into service dogs so that one day they'll be matched with a great military veteran. If you'd like to share your generous financial support, go to sheltertosoldier.org. We headed to the Boys and Girls Club in Brockton, Massachusetts, where 2 classrooms got a new look thanks to the hard work and support of HarborOne Bank volunteers.
Community involvement has always been a strong part of HarborOne. I think giving back to the community is part of what banking is all about. We work in the community, we have several branches. Working and living in our community, we should participate and help those all around us. At this particular project, we're working with the Warwick Boys and Girls Club. They are in our community, in our branch system, and in our networks. We have a great affiliation with the director.
HarborOne has this unique ability to know what's going on in the community and what people need.
Today at HarborOne, we're packing bags for hygiene kits. We're packing shampoo, toothpaste, toothbrushes, things that we can give back to the children and their families, basically for personal hygiene.
Well, as a member of the HarborOne family, it makes me very proud that we've been able to gather everyone together here at the Providence LPO and get them more involved in the Rhode Island community. Anything that I can do, that we can do to help out with these issues is great.
They're giving us these great hygiene packets, but they went the extra mile to each individualize them. So this one says you can achieve anything. Think about if you started your day with that and got a note from somebody that said you can achieve anything. It gives you the confidence to go forward with a better day. Well, that's what these notes are going to mean to the kids.
HarborOne reached out to the Boys and Girls Club. They just said, we want to volunteer, what do you need? So I said, we have a couple rooms that need to be painted. And they said they'd love to. We picked the date, and here we are. 11 volunteers came, they got here around 9, and then they started painting the room. They painted our education room. That's a room where kids come. It's where they do their homework after school. That's a place where they come and kind of chill out when they need to.
I
really appreciate seeing our club look nice and be taken care of. We don't always have the funds to allocate it as we're a nonprofit. So having volunteers come in and do that for us and help us take care of our rooms in ways that we can't, we really appreciate it.
This is a very personal thing for me because I feel like helping children in the Boys and Girls Club is important. It's a fantastic community here and they need some help.
We're not doing something here that's not going to be utilized, so we wanted to make sure we came in and we got a full force of 10 to 15 people. It might be the first person that ever painted, or it might be somebody who's a seasoned painter. But we're all here together and, lending a hand.
It shows that the community cares. It shows that these organizations care, because you just hear HarborOne, you see the commercials, and you look at it as a business. Now we get to see it as the people that work there and the people that care about everybody. They care about us, they care about these kids, they care about the community.
It's important for the kids to know that the community's out there to better them, to make them more successful, to be there to support them. Many of the kids we serve don't have people out there supporting them, and this shows them that there really are people out there that do care.
What a great way of doing more. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Doing More. We shine a light on the good things happening in our communities. I'm Erica Cardenas. Today we're here at the Si Se Puede Foundation STEM Center celebrating National Hispanic Heritage Month and STEM. Did you know that in 2004, a group of 4 young Latino students from Carl Hayden High School, located in Phoenix, Arizona, entered the MATE National Underwater Robot Competition funded by NASA? They competed against the nation's most educated and experienced engineering college students, and these 4 young men defied the odds and broke all stereotypes by coming away with the win. With the help and direction of their teachers, Faradonin Freddy Lajvarde, President and CEO of the Si Se Puede Foundation, and Alan Cameron. The Falcons robotic team became so inspirational that in 2015, the Lionsgate Film Company featured a film named Spare Parts, starring George Lopez. A fun fact that left a legacy of hope, leadership, and dreamers. We traveled to Las Vegas, Nevada, where Cox Communications celebrated the Hispanic Heritage Month Honorees. Take a look.
I'm originally from Ecuador for family reasons. We moved to the States and I grew up in New York.
I was born in Miami. My dad came from Cuba, escaped communism, landed in Miami, ended up in Lake Tahoe.
I'm from the Dominican Republic. I was born there. My parents immigrated here to the United States when I was 7 years old. I grew up in New York City.
What brought me here was Jim and Beverly Rogers. Jim made a significant contribution to the University of Arizona College of Law, and at that time I was an undergrad student and met him by accident. And upon meeting him and Jim and Beverly, I immediately became a Nevada citizen.
It's my mom, my sisters, and certainly my brother and my father, who's since passed on. Yeah, they are my heroes, as well as, community leaders, my girlfriends as well, and those civic leaders who've paved the way for us.
I had the most amazing mentor, best friend that a kid could ask for, and that's his dad. He dedicated his life to giving me love, and he was my example. He was my example for everything I do today.
Giving the opportunity for somebody to understand what Cristo Rey means, to understand what our students do every day here, that they have real jobs, that they're working hard every day to cover the cost of their own tuition, that's changing. Everybody talks about workforce development and what opportunities exist. This school's doing it, and we're doing it at a very high level, and I'm excited to see what our first graduating class is able to accomplish.
Dress for Success, in essence, is an employment resource for women, providing free services to women. We empower women to be economically self-sufficient, to be empowered, to be independent, and to have a sustainable livelihood for themselves and their families.
I've always been in the technology department, have done work from deploying technology, software, mainframe, conversions and billing systems, you name it, pay-per-view, all of it. I have experienced everything, that a cable company could ever imagine.
It's an amazing place, the Latin Chamber of Commerce. Our main mission is to advocate and protect the small business community. We're going to keep making sure that Las Vegas and Nevada, because we're a statewide chamber, we're going to keep making sure that we're open for business, that we're business friendly.
There are so many great individuals in our community that deserve an honor and really should be honored. But the fact that I have this opportunity to tell my story, to tell the story about this school, is really what it's about.
I want to thank Cox Communications for this recognition. You do important work, and I'm honored to be recognized by you.
Thank you, Cox Communications.
Gracias, Cox Communications.
Thank you, Cox Communications.
While in Las Vegas, we visited the Clark County Library where they launched the free personal Wi-Fi initiative for Southern Nevada.
Good morning, library partners and supporters. Thank you for joining us this morning at the launch of the Library District's personal Wi-Fi card in partnership with Cox Communications in Las Vegas. We're here today to launch the largest initiative, I believe, to provide personal free Wi-Fi to the Southern Nevada area. We're going to be offering, through Cox, up to 150,000 connections to Cox's hotspots. We're going to be giving individuals cards. This is truly an example of bridging the digital divide.
We are giving out free personal Wi-Fi cards. We are the West Charleston Library. We're one of the branches in our library system that will be giving these out.
If people do not have internet access, they have the capability now, whether they're at the coffee shop or whether at their home or whether they're at the library, all they've got to do is log into the Cox Wi-Fi and have internet access immediately right there.
Governor Lombardo has asked that I present a certificate today in recognition of this incredible event. So thank you so much for continuing to make Nevada the best state for all of us.
So for the partnership between Cox Communications, the federal delegation, and the federal government, and for the amazing innovation of the Las Vegas Clark County Library District, you've done an amazing job.
As we've seen, more and more libraries are kind of becoming more to more people in the community. They're not just places to put books now. They're a really important resource that the community invests in. And so it's really important for us to then use that money to put that back out of the community to help these folks who need it the most at no cost to them.
Here today to celebrate the successful launch of this partnership with the Las Vegas Clark County Library District. This is the first of its kind in the nation where we are offering free Wi-Fi to all of the library patrons.
Our school only works with students who come from limited means, and we know that we have a lot of students who really need internet access and can't necessarily pay for this on their own.
We saw that the #1 barrier to educational achievement for kids is poverty. And that's the type of thing where kids are forced to go outside their home, go sit in a parking lot just to be able to do their homework. That's a barrier that they should not have to contend with. And so this eliminates that and really gets them set up on a path to success. And that's why this is so important.
By obtaining internet access, I'm able to complete my classes at the College of Southern Nevada. I have online classes, as well as classes here at the West Charleston campus, so I'm able to complete my schoolwork.
We'll be right back with Doing More after this. Welcome back to Doing More, where we're celebrating National Hispanic Heritage Month and STEM here at the Si Se Puede Foundation STEM Center. Our final stop was at a college of Southern Nevada that is teaching the art of air conditioning technology. Check it out.
I'm Kevin Putman. I'm director of the air conditioning department here at CSN. We've included everything within the heating and air conditioning refrigeration trade in this building. So we've got everything from residential systems up to boilers, chillers, critical systems that you might see in computer server rooms. We've got a food service part that we deal with ice machines and refrigerators, walk-ins.
I'm John. I'm a student at CSN. I'm also a HVAC technician here at Harry Reid International Airport. I've been out here for about a year. I started as an intern, which I've got from CSN. Come out here and start sharpening my skills as a student and as a future tech. They offered me a full-time position to stay out here.
Any student that comes here, we're going to treat them like they don't know anything about HVAC. Right, so we start from the beginning. We start about the basic refrigeration cycle, the mechanical side, and then we go into the electrical side, and then we build from there.
I got a job before I even finish or complete my program. I'm working in Switch right now, and I have a lot of students got hired from different trade schools. It's a huge difference between what we study or what we learn here than the other people come from different schools.
There's a lot of schools out there that are online. They don't have the hand skills. They don't have the labs. Here, we have our lectures, then we go in the lab, and we actually go through the process.
We got the advisory committee. They give us a lot of feedback on what is needed out in the industry, and we try to incorporate that into what we teach and get them ready to join the workforce.
A lot of our instructors are working still in the field, so they'll come straight from a rooftop into the classroom and teaching students perhaps something that just happened that day, something new that they figured out.
Being an HVAC technician in Las Vegas, your opportunities are endless. I partnered up with Patriot Air Conditioning. I was one of their first employees and actually purchased half of the business later on down the road. In Las Vegas, we are always short on technicians. Someone's always looking to grab a good technician. If you know what you're talking about, HVAC is definitely the career path for you. It's very, very lucrative here in Las Vegas.
I got answers that I needed. I got the affordability that I needed out of CSN, and I had a serious program that was committed to the trade.
Coming to CSN, you feel like they teach you what employer wants.
If you're good with your hands, this is a good trade for you because we go in there, we learn how things work, we fix them, and at the end of the day, we have accomplished something that you can tell people you have done. So it doesn't matter if you're 18 coming into the trade or 40s or 50s, looking for that new challenge in your life, this is a good trade to get into.
Because I have a degree and that's helped me a lot, and I feel better, always like, oh, I went to CSN, you know, like I feel like I'm proud of it, yes.
I want to thank the Si Se Puede Foundation STEM Center for celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month while sharing the love of STEM. As 63.7 million Hispanic Latino Americans are living in the U.S., they continue to contribute to American culture through the fields of STEM and the arts, as well as advancing communities across the country by becoming small business owners, doctors, lawyers, teachers, musicians, actors, and public servants, among many other professions. So let's celebrate together and embrace the diversity and appreciate the differences that make everyone unique. So let's celebrate the diversity and strength of Hispanic Latino cultures, and remember, Si Se Puede, yes we can with STEM. I'm Erica Cardenas, thanks for joining me. Yay!